What's going on, Akai? We really need to talk. Now, peep this. You have built one of the most loyal, creative communities in the world. But I'm going to tell you this, man. Lately, it's feeling like we are the last to know about your biggest moves. We got to depend on leaks and all this other stuff before we get any type of real information. I understand that you think that silence is golden, but for MPC warriors, it is not golden. You got what I'm saying? Communication rules the nation. Now, the MPC Live 2 changed the game how no other music production console has changed the game. But this is what I want you to think about. Imagine how further you could go if you actually let MPC warriors and all these other individuals who love MPC products in on your little secret. Think about that. We got to talk about it. Back to Studio Life 10X. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Creativity meets strategy. We are dedicated to mastering the gear and the grind. Now, I'm not doing a tutorial right now. I'm having an open conversation. And yes, I'm doing my best to directly give and deliver information straight at the individuals who are at Akai. And if you agree with me, let me know in the comment section. This ain't hate. You got what I'm saying? This is all love. I wouldn't tell you this if I ain't love you. You know what I'm saying? But peep this. Akai MPC 3 almost at my doorsteps, right? And the MPC, right? It has been, I'm gonna say, the heartbeat of music production for decades. You feel what I'm saying? Just so many, from boom bap, trap, you know what I'm saying? Just gospel, EDM, it don't matter, man. It's just in the DNA of this music production console. You feel what I'm saying? But here's the thing, man. This is something you think about. You got a community, and this community, this MPC warrior community, they are passionate about MPCs. But Akai, you keep leaving them in the dark. You make it where everybody got to fuss about what you doing, your next move. People, we are giving you our money for a standard product that punches above its weight class. We want you to do your best by us like we are doing our best by you. We are delivering a lot of money to your doorstep. So when we want a product delivered to our doorstep, we want communication. You understand me? I got a video on this channel where I unboxed the MPC Live 2. When I unboxed the MPC Live 2, I was mad happy. I was crazy excited. I was jumping up and down, shooting guns in the air. Oh, my bad. I can't say that on YouTube. My bad. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? But look, you know what I'm saying? Look, the pads, they felt alive. The workflow was smooth. And for the first time in a long time, especially since I knew it was so portable, I could create anywhere. Man, I went to Dubai and was making beats in Dubai. I was teaching people that I was cool with how to make beats. They bought Live 2. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? The MPC Live 2, it sparked, I'm going to say, an explosion of creativity in my life and the life of other individuals. You know what I'm saying? So when you guys are so slow with the updates and slow with the communication, because look, last time I got an update, it wasn't from Akai. You got what I'm saying? It was from a forum leaking information about the MPC Live 3. You understand me? I'm looking at YouTube rumors just like everybody else, wondering what's the next big thing. And to me, that is the problem. You know, that's creating conflict in the MPC community because people are like, you need to just be satisfied with what you got. No, I want to see what they can do to push the envelope of technology. People just going back and forth like this. You understand what I'm saying? Because Akai, you are not communicating. Look, we are the ones that are buying, promoting, creating content, and pushing your brand forward. You're not doing a lot to push your brand forward. The content creators and the people who really grew up on using MPCs, we are the frontline ambassadors. That's why I call us MPC warriors. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of times with what you're doing, Akai, I don't feel like you are inviting us to the table. And when I say us, I mean all the content creators. I'm not talking about just content creators that got, 2,000 subscribers or 80,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. On this on one channel, I have 40,000 subscribers. On this channel, I got like 500 subscribers. You got what I'm saying? Because the MPC community is a small niche community. You got what I'm saying? But the reality is that we are still, even if we're content creators and we have small channels, we're still the frontline ambassadors. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like you don't really show love to the smaller individuals. And a channel that has 30,000, 20,000, 10,000, to me, that's still small. If you got under 100,000 subscribers, that's still a small channel. You got what I'm saying? But this is what I want you to think about, Akai. Community is your currency. You got what I'm saying? Now, I want you to think about this. Apple, they have a keynote address, right? Where they talk about different things in the Apple sphere. Tesla, they have live streams. But Akai, you're really solid with the communication. Listen, when you involve your community, you don't just sell them hardware. You don't just sell them MPCs and say, oh, take that. Let me show you a couple of tutorials and I'll talk to you later until I release the next product. No, you build a movement. That's what builds loyalty. That's what builds that brand and make it where people really respect you. Not they just take your hardware and then use it for whatever they can use it for and then don't have no love for you and don't care about what you're doing. If you release and give and deliver information, that's going to build anticipation. So now peep this. I'm going to give you a plan of action quarterly. That means since it's, every 3 to 4 months, you should have an MPC State of the Union address. I might even start doing an MPC State of the Union address on this channel. I don't know. Or maybe you can do it if you like. Do an MPC State of the Union address like the president does a State of the Union address. You understand what I'm saying? Share information. Share what's in the beta. Share what's next. Invite all of the content creators in. You know what I'm saying? Instead of we having to depend on leaks, we have excitement. We have some discussion. We have a lot of buy-in with what you're doing. You leaving everybody in the dark thinking that that's the way. That's not the way. It makes everyone angry. I'm just letting you know. So if you know somebody who works at Akai, send them this message. You feel what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of individuals who feel like me, but guess what? They don't have the words to articulate how I'm articulating it. You understand? This is coming right off of my mind. This is coming off of my heart. You feel what I'm saying? Especially since this MPC Live 3 just leaked. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get on. I got to talk to Akai right now. You feel what I'm saying? This is what you need to do, man. Communication rules the nation. That's just how it is, man. Communication rules the nation. The MPC for a lot of individuals in the MPC warrior community, look, it's not just gear. The MPC for us in our culture, it's a part of who we are for our contribution to music. And look, when we feel connected to a company or we feel like you have our best interest in mind, then guess what? We're going to create more. We're going to share more. We're going to buy more. You got what I'm saying? Every time you update or send an update out, it should feel like a celebration. It shouldn't be like, boom, super surprise. You got what I'm saying? You have to create a real community because right now it seems like Roger Lynn is not in on the new wave of MPC, right? So think about the MPC legacy. Think about the MPC legacy. Look, man, I remember the MPC 60. I still got one. It don't do what it's supposed to do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about the MPC the MPC 60 to the Live 2, right? Think about all the technology involved in that the lineage is completely legendary. There are too many different times I can look in my mind right now and see where I was at different times. Do you understand? as all of these MPC releases, and I have a lot of MPCs, you got what I'm saying? Look, legends don't stay legends by going silent. They stay legends by leading technology, pushing the envelope, and really being leaders. You got what I'm saying? So you really got to do a better job, Akai. Please, somebody get this message to Akai. You've already built the tools that kind of empower us or kind of power different people's production dreams. So this is what your next step. You got to imagine in your mind. You got to use your imagination, man. And you got to build a bridge between the engineers and the individuals who are creators. You feel what I'm saying? Beta testing, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Because the reason why I like beta testing is because you create features that people can actually vote on. You feel what I'm saying? You create launches that people can celebrate, not just, oh, it's a surprise, it's a surprise. People don't respect that. Look, man, we are living in the future. This is 2025. Look, man, if you want to turn your customers into clients, you know what I'm saying? If you want them to have a culture, an MPC culture, then guess what? You're going to have to get together and involve them in what you're doing. So mad shouts out to all the producers. And if you're an individual out there who is an MPC warrior and you feeling this type of content, I need you to drop a comment and tell Akai, look, man, tell them what community is, man, because they don't understand. You feel what I'm saying? Share this video, tag Akai. Let's make some noise in this community, because I'm telling you, man, if we can get together, that's another thing about these content creators who do MPC. None of y'all are joining forces, man. Good gracious, become superpowers, man. Look, if you can join forces and you can share the victories of everybody else, these companies will listen. The community will grow, it'll thrive. But when communities are segregated and they all just thinking about themselves, if content creators are only thinking about themselves and they not just making it where everybody can benefit, then these companies, they just not gonna care. So I gotta give you the truth. It's not about gear. You know what I'm saying? It's not the gear that you own. It's not just about gear, man. It's about the connection that you build with other people. That's why I switched the whole format of this channel, because I want to do something that is specifically focused on the mindset of people, because that's where we are messing up. We don't have the right mindset. You got what I'm saying? Akai, they got the heartbeat. They got the hardware, right? But the people, we are the popes because we are the popes of the company, because we're the ones that's buying the product. You feel what I'm saying? Look, man, this is studio life. I gotta remind you, for the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? Akai, stop being silent. You feel what I'm saying? Community is built together. Communication rules the nation. So get it together, tighten it up. I'll talk to you soon.
Studio Life 10.